Welcome to the Musar video blog. Right now we're in the middle of reading the Torah, the parts that deal with the construction of the Mishkan, like the portable temple, as they travel through the desert. And this week we're going to be reading about what the Kohanim, the Kohens, what they wear when they do their service. And it's got a lot of details and a lot of tedious stuff and kind of, involved with a lot of seemingly really details, basically. And so, for a lot of people, it's not that exciting. So here's the question. Okay, the book of Shemos is a book about the formation of the Jewish people. So we understand why we have to talk about them being in Egypt. We have to talk about what happened in Egypt, the 10 plagues, how they got out of there, how the sea split. We get that. Okay, we also get they came to Mount Sinai, got the Torah, because that's their mission. So if you want to give a story about the formation of the Jewish people, it's really important to say those things. But now we got this whole section dealing with the Mishkan, this portable temple. I mean, okay, it's an important thing, I agree. And eventually it will turn into the temple in Jerusalem. It's an important thing. But there's a lot of mitzvahs that are important. What does it have to do with the story of the formation of the Jewish people? Ramban, Nachmanides, he explains that it's not enough that there's just, we're free, and that we got our mission, we got the Torah. He says the Mishkan is a place where Hashem's presence could be felt by everybody. That's what the Kohen did there. That's what all the offerings were about. It was all in order that every single individual Jew had the opportunity to connect to God, to bring holiness into his life in as tangible way as possible. That's saying that really the full totality of the Jewish people is not complete unless we have that connection to God. We can be free, we can be doing mitzvahs, we can be doing things we're supposed to do, but we must have that connection, and if we don't, then we are deficient. The story of the formation of the Jewish people is not yet complete. I think that's a profound idea in what the nature of the Jewish people is. Okay, let's break it down to a personal level. Here we are today. We don't have the temple. We don't have that place, that central place, where a repository of holiness in which we can plug into. Like we have the Tesla, we have no place to charge it. So I think at the very least, each individual has to do whatever he or she needs to do in order to bring God into my life. It's true, I believe in God, I believe in the Torah, I do the mitzvahs, all that stuff, fantastic, but above and beyond all that, we have to bring God into our life. How do you do it? I'll give you a few practical suggestions. Take some time every day just to stop and think. Contemplate, just close your eyes. If you're a meditator, do that. Bring God into, try to feel the divine. When you look outside, don't just see a tree. See this tree as an expression of God's will. When you take a piece of food, don't just see a piece of food. Think, God created the world. There's food. It's a fantastic. When you look at yourself, just think about God's presence. When you're praying, that's a fantastic way. Don't just say the words, don't just sing the songs, but actually think to yourself, you know what I'm doing now? I am communicating with Hashem. So there's a plethora of possible ways that we can bring Hashem into our lives, but I think that's an important personal message that we can take from these Torah readings. Make Hashem's presence real in our lives. See you next time.